1958. 9 former Derby winners in its roll of honour. They're set. They're off for the Tote Sport Dante. Cape Blanco down the inside. Possible front runner in the race was away well with Circumvent in the centre with the blue cap. Coordinated cut between them. These three stride on from Workforce and Chabal, anchored at the back of the field by Frankie Dettori. Circumvent obliges in the pace-making role and strides 2 or 3 lengths clear of his 4 rivals as they go to the end of a quarter of a mile. Chased by Coordinated Cut, Jamie Spencer in the green and white jacket. The unbeaten Cape Blanco on a seasonal return in the hands of Johnny Murtagh, tracking the leading pair. And then Workforce, Ryan Moore with the pink cap, and Chabal racing enthusiastically last of the 5-strong field as they head past the 7. So Circumvent and Paul Hannigan leading the Dante field, closely attended by Coordinated Cut, now ranging up to the leaders' quarters. Cape Blanco stalking them from Workforce, and Chabal is still weighted with. Beginning the turn back towards home, they pass the 6. Circumvent ensuring this is a decent test of the trip, shadowed by Coordinated Cut. Cape Blanco taking a tug in 3rd place, and now Frankie makes a move out wide and angles out Chabal just to cover any move that Ryan Moore and Workforce may make as they straighten for home with a little over 4.5 furlongs left to cover. Circumvent then leads them in, heading down towards the last half mile from Coordinated Cut. Now both Workforce and Chabal are being bustled along at the back of the field, and Workforce head to one side, just leaning into the rail, running a little green, as Circumvent is now challenged by Coordinated Cut. Cape Blanco is in the clear, then Workforce just beginning to find his stride on the far side, but still hanging. Chabal meanwhile last of 5 under strong pressure, running down towards the final quarter of a mile. Coordinated Cut went to the front, challenged by Cape Blanco. Workforce tongue lolling out against the fence with a couple of lengths to find, and Cape Blanco strikes on down to the furlong. Workforce now staying on to challenge Coordinated Cut for second. Chabal is well beaten. Cape Blanco 3 lengths clear, well inside the furlong, not for catching. Murtagh driving him out to make sure, but a 3rd Dante for Aidan O'Brien. Cape Blanco remains unbeaten and wins in good style. Home in 2nd, just getting the hang of things late on Workforce, then Coordinated Cut, Chabal and Circumvent.
A Derrinstown Derby trial and a Dante in a week, and with not the most heralded horses from the yard either. Welcome back, Aidan O'Brien. Cape Blanco takes the Dante at 9-2. And he remains unbeaten 3rd, and may prove a more accurate benchmark to the strength of the form. Chabal's been a bitter disappointment. There's no other way of putting it. Cape Blanco, however, has done this extremely proficiently, and I'm sure he'll head to Epsom.
I think he probably will. He'll head there still with stamina to prove.
Grenada Cut is going to be the last, I think. Here we go for the 2010 Irish Derby.
On the inside, Monterosso jumps smartly with that first sight towards the inside. Carrick-Lawn, and now moving through in the centre is Bright Horizon. These are being followed up by Midas Touch, and tracking them on the outside is Cape Blanco. Coordinated Cut in between horses, and they're being followed by Dubawi Phantom, with Puncher Clinch racing just on the outside of
Windsor. They're off.
So unsettling down, Bright Horizon takes them down the far side of the track, couple of lengths in front of that first sight. Racing in 3rd place, Midas Touch. In 4th is Cape Blanco. Monterosso is next on the inside, and then Coordinated Cut. Carrick-Lawn is next with Puncher Clinch, Jan Vermeer and Dubawi Phantom. But it's Bright Horizon who blazes the trail for Sean Levy, who's out clear now by 6 to 7 lengths. At first sight, 2nd, a couple of lengths to Midas Touch. A break then of 4 to Cape Blanco, and then comes Monterosso with Coordinated Cut, Carrick-Lawn, Puncher Clinch, Jan Vermeer and Dubawi Phantom. But beginning the climb up towards the top of the hill, and it's the rank outsider is Bright Horizon, who's clear. At first sight, 2nd. In 3rd, Midas Touch, and 4 Cape Blanco. 1, 2, 3, 4 for the Ballydoyle runners at this point as they reach the top of the hill and begin now to make the descent for the straight. And it's Bright Horizon clear. At first sight is 2nd. Midas Touch is 3rd. Cape Blanco, Monterosso, Coordinated Cut. Carrick-Lawn is next with Jan Vermeer and Puncher Clinch. Dubawi Phantom now passing the 4, and Bright Horizon coming back to them slightly. At first sight, Midas Touch improving on the outside. The 3 a couple of lengths in front of Cape Blanco. Then a further break to Monterosso, and now Midas Touch has gone to the front, followed by At First Sight. Cape Blanco making ground now to charge charge up on the outside. Monterosso is making ground. Jan Vermeer also getting into it. Past the two, Midas Touch, Cape Blanco. Monterosso towards the outside. Jan Vermeer making ground the inner. Now they race to the final furlong, and it's Midas Touch, Preston headed by Cape Blanco, Johnny Murtha, Jan Vermeer, Shamey Heffernan making ground the far side, Monterosso 4, it's Cape Blanco on the near side from Midas Touch and Jan Vermeer running up towards the line. It's Cape Blanco, 5 in a row for Ballydoyle, 1, 2, 3, Midas Touch second, Jan Vermeer third, and Monterosso is fourth.
Well, Johnny Murtha said during the week that it was a very, very tough decision choosing between the Ballydoyle horses. I think that was borne out in the race itself, but he's got it right. Cape Blanco has won the 2010.
Guiding the favourite to victory. That's it, they're locked away. Set to go. Jockeys! And they're racing. And away to a good start too on the outside. Confront is the first to begin. Goes on in the early stages by 2 lengths to Cape Blanco the inside. Right in the centre is Harbinger. Then follows Workforce the outside. Pink Cap, Dariakana settles second last and 3 or 4 lengths to Hume Zane. Going through the first furlong and a half, and the pacemaker doing his job well here. Confront crosses over to the inside rail to lead by 2 lengths. To in second place Workforce up on the outer. Then Cape Blanco tucked away, followed then by Harbinger and Dariakana, and they were nicely clear of Hume Zane as they all the time running down to Swinley Bottom now in the King George. On the inside, still the leader is Confront, out in front by a length. Workforce has settled into a nice racing rhythm in second. Up on the outside there of in third place Cape Blanco, the Irish Derby winner. They're followed next in the field by Harbinger, who's nicely poised in fourth position. Further back Dariakana and Hume Zane both at the tail of the field as they race out of Swinley Bottom now, and still out in front is Confront for Richard Mullen, setting a sensible pace and maybe increasing the tempo slightly as they start to pull uphill now by 3 lengths. To in second place Cape Blanco has enjoyed a charmed run on the inside of Workforces in a perfect position, the favourite. A length and a half to Harbinger sitting behind his stablemate. 2 lengths away Hume Zane and Dariakana still at the tail as his 6-runner field pull up towards the half mile now, and it's on the inside. It's out in front Confront, followed then by Workforce, who's up on the outer. Pink Cap of Cape Blanco. They're followed then by Harbinger, then Dariakana and Hume Zane. Now he's working hard on the favourite, trying to get that extra bit out of him now as they come around the home turn. It's Confront out in front by 2.5 lengths. Now Cape Blanco first to go and trying to ease between them, and does so as well as they round the turn. So it's Confront who's now starting to give way, and Cape Blanco call on for an effort. Workforce under the weapon. Harbinger poised on the outside has ranged up very quickly inside the 2. Harbinger has raced past the Derby winner and the Irish Derby winner. He's taken it up the older horse. Harbinger's gone 4 lengths in front. Further back then is Cape Blanco as they race up now with half a furlong left to go, and Harbinger is roaring right away. He's going to win by a street. Harbinger wins the King George by the best part of 10 lengths. In second Cape Blanco. In third then is Hume Zane, followed by Dariakana. Worst the line. Harbinger is the winner. And it'll be very interesting to hear the judges' official distance. It looked like 10 lengths.
How surprised, but how good a performance this looks. This looks absolutely performance. He's propelled himself into be one of the best horses in the whole wide world, this Dancilli colt. So you would have to say he's going to win the Arc de Triomphe.
So Michael Stout, it's his 5th winner of this race, and he goes to the top of the tree for Olivier Pellier, his first, and for that whole big team there, a big cheer for Highclere Racing, because they have owned the King George winner, Harbinger.
Start and the Dante winner. But he's away and the running in the Arlington Million's Irish Champion Stakes. Rip Van Winkle comes out last, held up at the back. Cape Blanco is the early leader with Sea Lord on the outside of Beethoven. They're followed by the Pink Cap of Tom Queally on Twice Over, and famous name, the Green Cap, racing alongside Rip Van Winkle at the back of the field as they head down now to complete the first quarter mile. And Cape Blanco going a nice pace in the lead by over 2 lengths to Sea Lord in second. Beethoven is third, followed by Twice Over, and behind Twice Over we have Rip Van Winkle and then Famous Name, and they're stretching along nicely as they continue their journey down the back towards the 6 furlong marker, and Cape Blanco has a lead of about 4 lengths over Sea Lord, who's 2.5 up on Beethoven, followed a length and a half away by Twice Over, almost 3 to Rip Van Winkle, and bringing up the rear is Famous Name in single file as they continue now towards the 5 furlong marker and start the turn out of the back straight. Cape Blanco, the Irish Derby winner, and Shamey Heffernan in the lead, being followed in second place by Sea Lord. Then in third place we have Beethoven, on the outside of him Twice Over, then the 11 to 8 on favourite Rip Van Winkle, and Famous Name is the back marker of the 6 as they leave the back behind them and race towards the 3. Cape Blanco is a 4-length lead. Sea Lord's in second. Twice Over begins his effort now on the outside. Beethoven in 4. Moving up is Rip Van Winkle, and Famous Name brings up the rear. They race towards the home turn, and Cape Blanco is 4 lengths clear. In second place is Sea Lord, and they're followed by Beethoven, Twice Over, Rip Van Winkle, and behind him Famous Name 2 furlongs out, and Cape Blanco still powering away in front, being chased by Twice Over and Sea Lord. Then towards the outside Rip Van Winkle. Beethoven is coming into it too, and then comes Famous Name, but it's Cape Blanco the leader as he races towards the final furlong. Cape Blanco out in front, he's made all the running. Twice Over in pursuit with Beethoven and Rip Van Winkle and Sea Lord and Famous Name, but it's all about Cape Blanco and Shamey Heffernan as they race up towards the line. Cape Blanco wins the Irish Champion Stakes. Scrap for second with Beethoven, Rip Van Winkle involved, also Twice Over, then Sea Lord and Famous Name is last. So
performance by this 3-year-old colt.
He really stretches. I mean, he's really enjoying himself out there. There's a wall of horses in behind him, and I think it's an O'Brien 1, 2, 3. You've got Joseph O'Brien on Beethoven, and Rip Van Winkle coming on the outside. Rip Van Winkle.
And they're off. Mission approved out first. But there's some speed coming from Cape Blanco, now second in the early stages here, followed by Boisterous is out there third. Then it's Al-Khali. Geoponti's on the outside of Bear Path as they make this long run for the first turn here. So Mission Approved, per usual, has established the lead. Cape Blanco sits back second on the outside. Then there's already a gap of 5 lengths back to Boisterous and Al-Khali. The field moving into the first turn, and Mission Approved now steps out to lead by 3. The pace appears to be very comfortable. Cape Blanco runs along in second, Boisterous third on the inside, Al-Khali on hold while fourth. Dual Man of War winner Geoponti's on the outside of Bear Path. They take up their positions at the back of the pack here as they make the turn into the backstretch run. So just like last year's Man of War, it's Mission Approved in front. Mission Approved the leader down the backstretch run. Ireland's Cape Blanco just sitting back second with still 6 furlongs remaining here. Then it's Boisterous third on the inside and Al-Khali. Bear Path and Geoponti still playing that waiting game. About 7 lengths from the leader. And the leader remains Mission Approved. 5 furlongs to go. Second throughout has been Cape Blanco. And Jamie Spencer still sitting chilly with him as they move for the far turn. Boisterous gets a gentle reminder. There's a half mile to go. Al-Khali still fourth. Bear Path still fifth. And Geoponti is still sixth. Geoponti is sixth now, about 5.5 lengths for the lead. Now the race is on. And here comes Cape Blanco to the attack to Mission Approved. Cape Blanco and Mission Approved now. There's nothing between those two. Boisterous just on the inside of Al-Khali. And Geoponti starting to rev up now. He's coming to make his move on the far outside. 4 lengths behind at the top of the stretch. Down to the final furlong now, and it's Cape Blanco in front. Mission Approved fights on. Geoponti is third with time running out. Jamie Spencer is all over. Cape Blanco drifting to the outside, but still holding on. Geoponti, not today. The day belongs to Ireland. And Cape Blanco, they win the Man of War by 2. Geoponti was second, and Boisterous was...
The dark green colors of champion Geoponti. And now the last, Garrett Gomez with General Perfect. They're in the gate. And they're off in the Arlington Million. And here's Bahi Strada Proceed B, and Mission Approved running true to form, going out to lead the million field for Jose Espinosa. It's Mission Approved in front of Proceed B, and Dean's Kitten is keen up the inside down to Justage into third, and Cape Blanco is a settle fourth, the Jamie Spencer, as they make their way toward the first turn, being led by Mission Approved. So Mission Approved in front of Proceed B, Dean's Kitten is third, Cape Blanco fourth. And at the inside, Wigmore Hall, a ground-saving fifth beneath Haley Turner. Rahi Strada is one off the rail with a black cap. Then the French Raider, Zach Hall, running 3 to 4 wide through the turn. Gio Ponte is ground-saving from Tajaweed, who's running second to last. And General Perfect is dropped back to 10th. First quarter on this yielding Arlington turf, 24 and 4/5 seconds. Mission Approved leads to the back of the Arlington course. Mission Approved by 3/4 of a length to Proceed B, who's close up. Dean's Kitten is third toward the rail. Cape Blanco gallops along in fourth and is close to what pace there is. Wigmore Hall rides the rail as they head to the half-mile pole in the Arlington Million, where Mission Approved covered a half mile in 50 and 1/5 seconds. They now go to the far side of the course. Gio Ponte is toward the inside. Gio Ponte is right in back of Wigmore Hall. Zach Hall in the orange cap is in the clear. Tajaweed is wide, but making some progress with Rahi Strada. General Perfect remains last. In front, Mission Approved, trying to stay the distance in the million. And now they're in the shadow of the quarter pole. Dean's Kitten is just held up. And here's Cape Blanco coming now for Jamie Spencer as they come toward the top of the stretch. And Cape Blanco has just swooped out in front of Mission Approved toward the fence. Dean's Kitten is third. Gio Ponte now angled out. Zach Hall, Tajaweed, and Rahi Strada. Cape Blanco down toward the final 16th of the million. On the outside closing is Gio Ponte, but it is Cape Blanco's million. Cape Blanco has won it from Gio Ponte. Dean's Kitten finished third. Time was 2 minutes 5 and 1/5 seconds. Cape Blanco, Jamie Spencer for 8-0.
And they're off. Mission Approved to the lead. Cape Blanco comes away second on the inside, is reined in, then angled to the outside, who comes off the rail to run in second place here. And then it's Dean's Kitten running along in third, followed by Grassy, who's fourth early on. And Winchester is the last of the five as they make this long run into the first turn. So it's Mission Approved. With his typical early tact, he's gone to the lead and sets the pace here. The pace is easy early on. Cape Blanco and Jamie Spencer's keeping him outside as they move into that clubhouse turn. Dean's Kitten down toward the inside, ground-saving third, followed by Grassy, who's in an easy beat. And last year's winner, Winchester's at the back of the pack, the last of five. He's only about 5.5 lengths from the leader here. The leader is Longshot Mission Approved. Mission Approved, the leader through the opening half mile here, and it was soft to 52 and 2/5 seconds. And the favorite, Cape Blanco, running second on the outside. Dean's Kitten, followed by Grassy and Winchester, positions unchanged as this formation of five moves down the backstretch run. Mission Approved loping along, easy lead. The globe-trotting Irish colt, Cape Blanco, second on the outside, right there in the hip pocket of the front runner. Dean's Kitten down toward the rail, Grassy and Winchester. Positions still unchanged through 3/4 of a pokey mile in 1:19 and 1. 5 furlongs left here in the Joe Hirsch Turf Classic. And up top, it is still Mission Approved. On the outside, Cape Blanco still runs in second. Dean's Kitten well held third. Grazie gets a little nudge there, fourth. And Winchester has asked for more run, but he's dropped about 7 lengths off the lead. Now the tempo's starting to quicken as they round the far turn. Cape Blanco makes his move for the lead, and he grabs it right there. 3 furlongs from the wire. Cape Blanco has taken the lead. Mission Approved set that slow pace. He's now 3/4 of a length behind in second. Dean's Kitten is third. Gracie is fourth. And it is not Winchester's day today. And the field turns for home. Cape Blanco at the top of the stretch. Dean's Kitten is full out, but he's still a length and a half behind. Jamie Spencer all over Cape Blanco, still holding on grimly. Dean's Kitten in with an upset chance with the final 16th to go. Cape Blanco digs down.
Dean's Kitten keeps on coming at him. It's going to be a photo finish that looked like it went to the nose of Cape Blanco. It was desperately close at the end. Dean's Kitten right there in a thrilling stretch drive. Grassy was third.